Well, YouTubers, time to leave Canada and put the bike on the rack to start the drive. Formosa cover. Already one of these broke off. I don't know if you can see it there. The strap, one of the buckles broke off right there already. I'm gonna write them a nasty letter, see what happens. Very disappointed. What I call overkill. This is not going anywhere. Bungee's going down, holding everything. Clips here, bungees around the bottom. Placing it together. Clips, bungees, bungees, clips. Clips that don't do anything, but just in case it gets loose, it ain't going anywhere. This is not moving. Sadly, it's time to leave these huge parks and sites and head back. Just as I was getting ready to go, somebody came up and started talking about the RV. So that took a few minutes, but that's all right. Love these little camper vans. And my GPS is lying to me, so I'm gonna hit the Flying J just to be safe. Again, I'd much rather pay a little bit more than I have to than to run out. So I showed you a lot of this. Do I need to show it again? I don't think so. I will say this, I was so close because I got a 50, Canadian 50 still in my pocket. I was so close. I rode up there last night and they said, well, you'd have to move. And I'm like, all right, but come back tomorrow kind of thing. They told me to. So even when I woke up this morning, I was ready to do it, and then I just said, I'm ready to go. So I'll put that 50 in the gas tank. Not, I'll put 25 or 30 in it. And then I was gonna look for a Walmart, and that guy I was talking to says, well, it's not right off the highway, you gotta find it. And this Flying J up here, I heard people at the office say you can get food there. And I really just need some hamburger buns. So we're leaving the park, and soon we'll be leaving Canada, driving through Thunder Bay. Alright, here we go. So I complained about this road coming in, so I'm not going to complain to you about it going out. Keeps going in the back. I figured I would turn it on in case I see something. Half time when I see cool animals or something like that, the camera's not on. So I'll probably be nice and just show you this part and not all the driving. I know, Keek. It's bouncy, isn't it? It's very bouncy. I still don't like this road. I thought it was just gonna be that maybe fighting the wind on the drive in and all that had me critical, but no, I don't like this road. 14 miles more of it. But it's cold up here. Cold does terrible things to roads. Portage Drive. It'd be nice if we were that close. I didn't have to do this bouncy shit. Please be nice to my RV. Karen's kitchen is closed. It's a pretty little lake on this peninsula. The only bad part of Sleeping Giant is the road to get there. If you got a newer RV, it's probably not that big a deal. Down to about 1/8 of a tank. I'm gonna put 30 bucks in. Hopefully that'll get me there.
Turn left. I apologize. I don't complain about much, but I do complain about roads too much. And I got lucky crossing this pretty easy.
22 liters in. Got me just below half a tank. Should make it. So $30 Canadian. I put in. I have $30 Canadian left in my pocket. I looked at hamburger buns, but they were $5 for a pack of hamburger buns. I didn't need them that bad.
I did learn that Canadians call Sleeping Giant Sleepy G, which is kind of funny, and they call their $1 coin loonies. Not because the queen's on it, but there's a loon on the other side.
It's just highway for now. We'll be back. Oh, but smooth highway, so I'm much happier. You can't see it because it's off to the left, but there's Sleeping Giant. And the way people were talking is they might be able to see it from Thunder Bay on a clear day. People were describing the view from there. It's a great hike. Hope that video came out good, and if I've already posted it, hopefully I have, a month from now. Again, it takes me a long time. And this takes longer because I've been disconnected. You know, there might end up having been, since again, this is going to be past tense, a bunch of just video dumps. Because at night, I try to spend an hour or two editing while a movie's playing in the background. If there's no northern lights and after campfire and stuff like that. So we'll see.
I'll beat a dead horse. It's fun to watch other people's videos, but if you get a chance, go here.
The wind's blowing. I don't know if you can see that. Keep a safe grip. I'm trying. City of Thunder Bay, population 108,000. Guy told me closer to 120, so I don't know how old the sign is, or like to round up. A lot of times people like to round up. But that's a big city. Bigger city. Now I'm probably going to disappoint people, but I'm just going through. But I gotta tell you, there's a good chance I could do this again. If I did it again, I would probably come up from Grand Portage, basically do the opposite direction I've done, and then I would just go to Nays and then turn around, because that section from Marathon to Wawa, desolate woods and stuff. The rough road wasn't fun, and you didn't see any of the lake. You know, you were inland. And the most beautiful part of the drive was basically from Marathon west. Still going the speed limit, brother. Over.
And I'm finally starting to close in on some civilization. Gonna see some traffic lights, which might be the first ones that weren't in a construction zone.
Just as soon as I get stopped, it's gonna turn green. I tell you, that's what's gonna happen. 3, 2, 1. I'm now stopped, and it's green. Feels weird to get to like civilization. It's been a while. I'm sure that Thunder Bay downtown area and all that is very nice, but I'm not really in the mood to fight with traffic.
17 and 11, and we're getting on 61 here. We're telling me to keep left, but it means go straight. Now when I get to customs, I'm taking the GoPro out of the window, because the United States Customs tends to freak out. I heard some stories from Canadians along my trip that they swore they were telling me truth, but I find it hard to believe. They ask some odd questions nowadays. Switch to USA, 59 miles. Alright. 59 kilometers, which is 35 miles-ish. That sounds right. That's what my GPS is saying. Look at the GPS, Dan. It'll tell you. I don't know how to get anywhere anymore. I put my brain in just point the car mode. I don't even drive a stick. So GPS tells me where to go, I point. I'm going. It's yellow. Did I make it? It was still yellow when I got through. And Duluth should be about 220 miles. This road isn't terrible, but it's not as nice as the Trans-Canadian Highway, except for that center section. And I like that. Eduardo did not like that. I bet you Thunder Bay is worth checking out. I'll put it on the list. Now that I'm right here, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess I do stuff weird. It's heating up again. Turn the air on for you, man. Takes it a while to heat up, but about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it gets pretty warm. It was 92 or 93 yesterday. The day I hiked it. It was like 33, and you get pretty close, doubling it and add 30. Shut up, elf boy. In a certain range of temperature, it gets you pretty darn close without the fancy math. I use sad music because it was kind of sad to be leaving Canada. I know people say I should go out west. I just went out west in April. Really fast in a U-Haul, but... And I lived in Colorado. I lived in Texas for a while. I lived in California for a while. I got this North Woods bug, and it ain't going away. But I don't think the rest of the trip can be as long as I want it to be. I laughed at that when editing, because this trip ended up being over 7 weeks. Gots to get back soon. Speeding in Canada, slow it down. I know this scenery gets monotonous probably on a video, but it sure is beautiful. More of it later. close now. A couple miles. I think. There's a billboard that said denied entry and a number to call. Grand Portage, minutes away. I told you, I heard stories. Customs is difficult now. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off. And there's that border up there, almost back to the States. Central Standard Time Zone. Crossing the Pigeon River. U.S. Customs, made it through and back in Minnesota. Alright, we're back. GoPro's back in the window. I didn't want to mess with Customs. They were actually very nice. She was cool. As an American, I've been through Customs before where they really weren't very nice. Relax. And this is, Grand Portage State Park is like right here. But it's still like if you want to do the, boat to Isle Royale, all right, Elf Boy. It's quite a distance. Like if you wanted to bike it and be there early in the morning, it's a tough thing to do. Where the casino is like right there. So we're gonna go to the casino. Oh, Minnesota. Nice roads, nice roads. You do it on purpose? Good God. I miss you already, Canada. Portage is 5 miles. Like I said when I was up here last time, you're only 6 or 7 miles from the border and where the casino is. Speed limit 55. I'm doing 40 and I feel like I'm getting beat to hell. Come on. Again, I apologize for the one thing I complain about, but man, these roads suck. Oh, and I'll admit I complain about trash and the people that leave it. This is pathetic. It's pretty. Oh, I seriously want to go back to Canada. Jesus. Should ride on the berm. I'm sorry, Eddie. I drove into a third world country, which is an insult to third world countries. Part of the complaining is Eddie's gonna have to go in the shop again for suspension. I feel like I should send a bill to some of these states and say, you owe me money. This should be it. Casino and campground. One night, maybe two, I haven't decided. And we made it! Grand Portage Casino, RV, and Marina. Pretty nice spot. Have a great and wonderful day.